My friends, success is not something handed to us. It's something we earn, step by step, failure by failure, and lesson by lesson. Every dream we hold close to our hearts comes with a price: discipline, patience, and the courage to keep moving when the road gets hard. There will be times when you question yourself, times when the world tells you you can't, but those are the moments that define you, not your victories, not your wealth, but how you rise after you've fallen. Success isn't about luck. It's about learning from the pain, the rejection, the silence, and the doubt. It's about choosing progress over perfection, purpose over popularity, and vision over fear. So, if you want to succeed, don't chase applause. Chase growth. Don't seek comfort. Seek challenge. Because success isn't found in what you get, but in who you become. Believing before achieving is the seed from which all success grows. Every great journey begins not with proof, not with evidence, but with faith, a quiet, unshakable belief that you have what it takes to create something extraordinary. Before the world sees your value, you must see it yourself. That belief becomes your fuel on the days when nothing seems to work, when the door's close, when people doubt you, when your own mind starts whispering that maybe you're not enough. Belief is not arrogance, it's conviction. It's looking at your reflection and saying, I can do this, even when fear tries to convince you otherwise. It's choosing to act before the perfect moment arrives, because the truth is, there is no perfect moment. The people who make it big, the ones who waited for permission, they're the ones who started when no one was watching. When you truly believe, you begin to behave differently. You walk taller, you speak with clarity, and you approach challenges not as barriers, but as opportunities to prove what you're capable of. The power of belief is that it changes your energy. It changes the way you see yourself. And when that happens, the world begins to respond. Belief is also contagious. When you stand firm in your vision, others begin to feel it. Your confidence gives them confidence. Your passion sparks theirs. You become a reminder that faith in yourself is not a weakness, but a weapon, one that can cut through fear, doubt, and failure. Every success story begins with someone who believed before they achieved. Every innovation, every victory, every breakthrough started in the invisible space between a dream and reality. That space is belief. And once you guard it, nurture it, and act upon it, no obstacle is powerful enough to stop you. Embracing the struggle means accepting that the road to success will never be smooth, and that's exactly what makes it worth walking. Every person who has achieved something meaningful has faced moments of doubt, exhaustion, and defeat. But what separates the successful from the rest is not luck or talent. It's the willingness to endure, to learn, and to keep pushing forward when everything inside them wants to stop. The struggle is not your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. It reveals who you truly are and what you're truly made of. When life becomes difficult, most people look for an escape. They look for comfort, for a way out of the storm. But the truth is, the struggle is the storm that shapes you. Every challenge forces you to grow. Every failure strengthens your character, and every obstacle sharpens your resolve. The pain you feel today is carving out space for the strength you'll need tomorrow. Without pressure, coal never becomes a diamond. Without heat, metal never becomes steel. Without struggle, a dream never becomes reality. In those hard moments when you feel like giving up, remember that the struggle is not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're trying, that you're in motion, that you're alive in the fight. Every step you take in difficulty builds resilience. Every time you fall and rise again, you become more powerful, more disciplined, and more prepared for what lies ahead. Success demands endurance, and endurance is born only through the experience of struggle. It's easy to celebrate when things go right, but real growth happens when they don't, when your plans fall apart, when your confidence breaks, and when life pushes you to your knees. That's when you have a choice to stay down or rise stronger. Those who rise understand that struggle is temporary, but the strength that gives lasts forever. They know that storms pass, pain fades, and every scar becomes a story of triumph. So don't curse the struggle, thank it. It's sculpting the person you're meant to become. Every sleepless night, every closed door, every failure, each one is preparing you for something greater. Embrace it fully, because on the other side of struggle lies not just success, but transformation. The person who endures the pain today will stand taller tomorrow, not because life got easier, but because they became unbreakable. Leading with purpose means choosing to move through life with intention, not ego. It's understanding that success is not measured by titles, money, or applause, but by the difference you make in the lives of others. True leadership begins when you stop asking, "What can I get?" and start asking, "What can I give?" When you lead with purpose, every action, every word, and every decision carries meaning. It's no longer about being seen, it's about creating impact that lasts beyond your presence. Purpose gives direction to your ambition. Without it, success becomes hollow, a climb to the top of a mountain that leads nowhere. Many people chase recognition, thinking it will fill the emptiness inside, but when the lights fade and the applause stops, they find themselves lost. Purpose, on the other hand, is steady. It keeps you grounded when you're praised and keeps you standing when you're criticized. It gives you a reason to wake up every morning and keep going, even when the world doesn't understand your vision. When you lead with purpose, people feel it. They don't follow you because they have to. They follow because they believe in what you stand for. Purpose-driven leadership inspires trust, loyalty, and unity. It reminds others that greatness isn't about rising above people. It's about lifting them with you. A leader guided by purpose listens more than they speak, serves more than they demand, and leads by example rather than authority. There will be moments when your purpose is tested, when doing the right thing costs you opportunities, relationships, or comfort. In those times, remember that integrity is the price of true success. Leading with purpose isn't easy because it asks you to sacrifice ego for meaning and comfort for conviction. But in return, it gives you peace, a kind of fulfillment that no trophy or title can replace. When your actions are guided by purpose, your legacy becomes unshakable. You begin to create change that outlives you. The impact of one person who leads with purpose can echo through generations, shaping hearts and minds long after their time. That's the essence of true success. Not power, not wealth, but the quiet, lasting influence of a life lived direction, compassion, and courage. Learning relentlessly means never allowing yourself to believe that you've arrived, that you know enough, or that growth has an end point. The moment you stop learning is the moment you stop evolving. Every great thinker, leader, and innovator understands that knowledge is endless. And the more you learn, the more you realize how much there is still to understand. The world is constantly changing, and those who continue to learn adapt, while those who stop learning are left behind. Growth is not a phase, it's a lifelong commitment to curiosity, humility, and improvement. To learn relentlessly is to approach every experience, good or bad, as a classroom. Success teaches you confidence, but failure teaches you wisdom. The people who rise the highest are not those who never make mistakes. They're the ones who study their mistakes until they find the lesson hidden inside. Every challenge carries a message, every setback holds a clue, and every person you meet has something to teach you if you're willing to listen. When you learn with an open mind, you start to see the world not as it is, but as it could be. Continuous learning requires humility. It means admitting that you don't have all the answers, and that's okay. Too often, people let pride block their progress. They'd rather appear smart than become smarter. But the truly successful understand that strength lies in curiosity. They raid, observe, and ask questions. They don't fear being the least knowledgeable person in the room. They see it as an opportunity to grow. They seek out mentors, absorb knowledge from different perspectives, and stay hungry for understanding. The beauty of relentless learning is that it keeps you young in spirit. It fuels innovation, creativity, and resilience. When you keep learning, you adapt to change instead of resisting it. You find new ways to solve problems, to connect with others, to improve yourself. Every new skill you develop, every insight you gain adds another tool to your life's arsenal. The world belongs to the learners because they are the ones who never run out of possibilities. Knowledge is not just power, it's freedom. It frees you from ignorance, from fear, from limitation. When you commit to learning relentlessly, you build a foundation that no failure can shake and no challenge can destroy. You become a lifelong student, and in doing so, you stay alive to growth, to discovery, and to the endless potential within you. Surrounding yourself with growth means being intentional about the people you allow into your circle, because the company you keep has the power to shape your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your destiny. You become a reflection of the energy around you. If you spend time with those who complain, doubt, and settle, you'll begin to mirror their limitations. But if you walk beside those who dream, build, and push forward despite the odds, you'll rise with them. Growth thrives in environments that challenge you, not ones that keep you comfortable. The truth is, no one succeeds alone. Every person who has achieved greatness has been lifted by a community of dreamers, believers, and challengers. The right people don't just support you. They push you to see more in yourself than you ever thought possible. They hold you accountable when you stray from your path and remind you of your strength when you forget it. They are not afraid to tell you the truth, even when it's uncomfortable, because they care more about your growth than your approval. Growth-minded people inspire you not by their words, but by their example. Their discipline motivates you to raise your standards. Their curiosity makes you question your limits. Their resilience reminds you that failure is only a step in the journey. When you surround yourself with people who aim higher, you naturally begin to aim higher too. Energy is contagious, whether it's negative or positive, and the people around you will either drain your fire or fuel it. Sometimes, choosing growth means walking away from people who no longer align with your vision. It's not about arrogance or judgment. It's about protecting your peace and potential. You can love people from a distance while still choosing a different path. Growth requires boundaries. It requires courage to say, I can't stay where I've outgrown. The higher you climb, the smaller your circle becomes, but the stronger it gets. When you fill your life with individuals who inspire, teach, and challenge you, your mindset expands. You start thinking bigger, dreaming bolder, and working smarter. The people around you begin to reflect the person you're becoming, not the one you used to be. That's when real transformation happens, not in isolation, but in connection with others who push you to evolve. Surrounding yourself with growth is about building an environment that feeds your purpose, sharpens your character, and reminds you every day that you're capable of more than you imagine. A never quitting on the dream means making a promise to yourself that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how long it takes, you will keep moving forward. The path to success is never straight. It's filled with setbacks, doubts, and moments that test your faith. But the people who achieve greatness are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who refuse to stay down. Every dream worth chasing will demand sacrifice. It will ask for your patience, your resilience, and your heart. The dream doesn't give itself easily. It asks you to prove how badly you want it. There will be days when nothing seems to go right, when every effort feels wasted, and when you start questioning whether it's even worth it. Those are the moments that define you. The true test of character is not how you perform when things are easy, but how you respond when everything feels impossible. Persistence is not about never feeling tired or discouraged. It's about showing up despite those feelings. It's waking up after failure and deciding to try again, even when no one's watching, even when your confidence is shaken. Every person who has reached the top of their field has faced moments where quitting seemed easier. But they kept going. They understood that success often hides behind the wall of exhaustion, just beyond the point where most people give up. It's that one extra step, that one more try, that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. You don't have to move fast, you just have to keep moving. Small progress is still progress, and consistency beats intensity every time. Never quitting also means learning to adapt. Sometimes the dream doesn't change, but the path to get there does. There will be times when you must pivot, when you must take a new route, or learn a new skill. That's not failure, that's evolution. The dream remains the same, but you become wiser, stronger, and more capable along the way. Every obstacle teaches you something valuable, something that prepares you for the moment when opportunity finally arrives. The truth is, every great dreamer has faced rejection, failure, and ridicule, but they kept believing, they kept pushing, because they knew that the only true failure is giving up. The road to success demands endurance, mental, emotional, and spiritual. You have to keep your eyes fixed on the vision, even when the results are invisible. Each step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to the goal. When you refuse to quit, the universe takes notice. Doors begin to open, chances begin to appear, and momentum starts to build. Persistence turns dreams into reality. It transforms ordinary people into legends. The moment you decide that quitting is not an option, you've already won half the battle. Because success doesn't always go to the most talented, it goes to the most determined. And those who never quit on their dreams eventually find that the dream never are quit on them. So, as we reach the end of this journey together, remember this: success is not built in a day. It's built every day, in the quiet moments of effort that no one sees, in the choices you make when no one's watching, and in the courage you show when life tries to break you. The lessons we've shared are not just words. They are a roadmap for living with purpose, strength, and resilience. Believe in yourself when no one else does. Embrace the struggle that shapes you. Lead with purpose that inspires others. Keep learning, because growth never ends. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher. And above all, never quit on the dream that sets your soul on fire. The world doesn't need more dreamers. It needs more believers. It needs men and women who will rise each morning ready to give their best, even when the odds are against them. That's how change happens. That's how greatness is born. So go out there and live your purpose. Build something that lasts. Leave behind more than memories. Leave behind meaning. Because your life, your voice, your dream can change everything. The future is waiting for you. Go claim it.